Small Town Scuttlebutt.
Careful, if the wind blows the right way, you never know. Excuse me, I need to go clean up in aisle 5.
All right, so
Oh, we're live.
we're live.
I love it.
And you're talking about, I think, I don't want to start. Like, semen was going to be the 9th word on the podcast. Is that what you're talking about with the cleanup? And were you?
I don't know what you're talking about. What?
Now you guys are working against me. You're trying to make me look like you guys were just talking about jizz in your pants offline, and then I hit record, and then oh no, Rick's not doing anything.
To be clear, my pants, not Liz's.
Yes, no.
Okay.
I'm jizz free. Thank you.
I am too, by the way. But
Happy New Year,
Happy New Year,
Scuttlebutt.
everyone.
Well, you either are staying along with us or you're gone. Like
Yeah.
that was a vetting process. We like to do
Yes.
that right off the bat. 2025. Who's with us? Are you on board? This is where we're going.
Yeah,
jizz, jizz.
We're coming in hard.
Yeah. We're gonna blow up on your face, book. You got another one?
No.
Well, we're coming up on our 50s. You wouldn't know that just by listening to the or reading the transcription. You'd think, wow, there's 3 16-year-old boys hanging out.
Yeah. I mean, I'm in my 50s.
Oh.
I will be 51 in April.
Oh, it's that soon. I was going to say, oh, you're like almost 50 and a half. Like, time flies. No, you're
Yeah.
Wait,
Coming
what's your
up.
birthday? Have we
April.
established this?
April.
April,
Yeah.
April what?
10th.
Oh! So you're
Yeah,
an
it's
Aries.
National
Yep.
Tell It Like It Is Day.
Yeah, that's
Yes, that's right.
We're going to make that
It's
a
a
thing.
national holiday.
Yes. Actually, yes.
we should.
On
Yep.
that day, everyone is expected to tell it like it is. No sugarcoating.
Yes, Liz.
No
I love
BS.
it. I love it.
Writing
You
this down
know,
because
you
we-
tell your boss, I deserve a raise.
Yeah.
You know, you tell your coworker, stop replying all to all the emails. Nobody wants that.
That should be a national holiday.
Oh,
Yes.
God damn it. We're going to have to do a whole social media thing. You just sit you down for like
Mm-hmm.
5 minutes and then just hit her with a bunch of questions of like the do's and the don'ts, and then we can cut it up and then just.
Wait, what day is the 10th? Are we recording that day?
Let's see. Let me see.
This could be really exciting.
It could be. It is a Thursday.
Oh.
Okay.
So
Okay.
Well, we come out on a Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
That whole it should be Tell It Like It Is week.
could be.
Oh.
Yeah. 'cause,
You know, you need a week, or I mean, everyone's getting a month now.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
everyone's got a month.
A month
Yeah.
of recognition.
Yeah.
Sure.
You know, like if you're not like, the dominant alpha apex predator in society, you get you get a month. And there's not that many Liz's out there. Liz,
True.
you're in the
True.
minority. You, I think,
I'm
get
it.
get a day. You're a woman. You're a depressed woman. Who?
I make 80 cents on the dollar.
Yeah, you cents on the dollar.
Yeah.
It's tough.
It is
it's
tough.
Not easy, so I think you need your month. So,
All right.
well,
Can I
we'll
come
fig-
up with like a special, like Instagram graphic? You know how like all the other months and holidays get special graphics and people post them
Yeah.
in support
Yes.
of
Yeah.
said holiday /
Yeah.
month? Okay.
fucking month. We're doing the month.
Okay.
Because you know what I want? I want to have a thing around my profile.
Yes!
pic, and then like
Yeah.
tell it like
Yes.
it is. Like a little it's like a little bubble, like
Yes.
a cartoon bubble thing. It's like tell it like it is. And then oh God, your PSAs are gonna be fucking fire.
Oh, yeah.
All
right.
month long.
All month long.
I
All
love
right,
it.
I got to start working on that now.
Every day. And we can record that in like one sitting, right?
Yeah, totally.
30 wardrobe changes, Liz. Okay. Bring your
No
clothes
problem.
over.
Shoe changes too? Shoes too, right?
Yeah, well, you love your shoes.
I know.
We actually have to do this in your. Can we come over and hang out in your shoe closet, or is that too intimate of a place? It's probably.
Well,
your
my shoes
sanctuary.
are in 3 different closets.
Of course they are. Of course they are.
and under my bed.
Listen to her.
For the seasons. You keep the seasonal ones underneath the...
No, it's just how I store them.
overflow.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's just overflow.
How many
Yeah.
shoes do you have?
I haven't counted, but if
You
I
had
had
50
to, I
last
think
time we
I think
checked.
probably 50-ish.
Is that a lot?
I mean, how many shoes does your wife have?
Well, I mean, considering the amount of pillows we have on the bed,
Every woman's got their thing. As long as it's not Beanie
Yes.
Babies.
Right.
she doesn't have them like prominently displayed, you know? So I feel like there's a lot of hidden shoes.
I'm sure there are.
You know?
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's a problem.
Yeah.
I think it's a problem.
It is.
And you might have a problem.
I do. I do.
I don't think
Yeah.
you do. I think the footwear. First of all, I like fashion style, and you know,
You can tell.
having options. You what? You can.
You
tell?
can tell,
Oh,
definitely.
thank you. Thank you.
Yes.
I like having pieces, and by the way, we have to have Mary Jo back. The
Yes. Well,
stylist.
she wants to come in this month. I
She
think.
does.
Mary Lou. Yes.
Great. What did I say?
You said Mary Jo.
Mary Jo. I know so much. So
Simple mistake.
no, it sucks when you fucking refer to a person who's been on the show not once but twice, and you can't even say their name right.
Boy.
So
And you guys have a special connection for your love with your love of malls. You both love a good mall.
we do love a good mall shopping. So I'm sorry to. Well, anyway,
Does Mary-
Ashley should definitely come back. No. So Mary Jo is
Mary Lou.
Mary Lou. That was a joke. Come
Okay.
on, guys, go with it.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Mary Jane, the stylist that's been on the show 2 times before. What were we even talking about with the fucking style?
You
We
were
just-
talking about, having certain pieces and whatnot. My shoes are a statement, and I
Yes.
like them.
Well, shoes are a major anchor.
Yeah.
You could make the whole look. The shoes are the hook that you hang the whole look off of. Right?
Yes.
It could be. I think.
Is that how you do it? Is that how you get dressed?
Shoes first.
Or are the shoes the accessory?
The shoes are the accessory.
Okay,
Yeah. Like I'll
okay.
pick my outfit and then I'll think like, oh, what would be like a good accent? Like I don't look at my shoe as like, all right, I just need a pair of shoes to wear with this outfit. I'm like, what would complement this color combination, this style of pant or dress or whatever?
Yeah.
Like I look at it as like, that's my pop.
Interesting. You don't go into the day like, God damn, I want to wear those shoes today. And then sort of fashion your fashion around.
Rarely, unless I'm like looking through my closet and I'm like, oh, I haven't worn those in a while. Like
Yeah.
I'm going to wear those tomorrow. Then I will put an
Okay.
outfit around
Fascinating.
them. But yeah.
All right. So what did you wear today? What are you rocking
see.
today? Oh yeah. Wow.
What are those?
Oh.
They're just platform 5-inch heel clogs. No
Yeah,
big deal.
but
no
with-
big deal.
Yeah, I like
No
it.
big deal. Gosh. So I like how you basically said everything opposite of what I said. I'm like, oh yeah, the shoe, right? And then,
But that's just my approach to
sure,
dressing.
Yeah.
sure. Yeah, there's some. Yeah, I don't know. I guess it could go both ways. I guess it's like you feel like, oh, I want to wear that. Oh, that's what I'm gonna wear. What goes with it? You can take it from there.
Yeah.
A lot of times I start with the shoes, but I was thinking, guys, there should be a threshold, like a barrier. Like, are you a straight man? Like one of those charts. Yes, no. Yeah, yes. Then you go down.
Like, choose
and
your
it's
own
like-
adventure.
It's like, are you married or single? Like it matters because if you're married, you don't need that many. If you're single, you should probably have a couple more, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Once you take them down and get a ring on their finger and domesticate them, you don't have to
Domesticate
keep
them.
it up. Like you can let it go. The weight loss doesn't have to be so high on the list of priorities.
No,
like,
you should
it's over.
always
You-
like
I
be
have a-
well put together for your
No,
partner.
Yeah. No, once you get it's over. The game's over. You win. You got it. Now you just
Do you
How
still
many-
want to get it? Then you should keep your shit together.
That's right. That's why I dress up and look nice.
How many shoes do you have?
Well, that's what I want to get to. Because I remember hearing like I always went off of a man should have a pair of black shoes, a pair of brown shoes, right, and then you should have like your street casual shoe,
Okay.
and then you should have like your in between, like maybe going to work or something, or casual.
Yeah.
Like, dress it up.
What
Going out
about
to dinner.
sneakers?
Yeah, those would be the casual thing.
Oh, that's a oh,
Yeah.
okay.
But then, I got to do yard work. Well,
yeah.
then you need some boots.
exactly. Yeah.
Oh, the winter's coming up. In New England, you need boots. Oh, everything. Oh, but these are brown. I wish they had them in black. That's a whole. See, men shoes that are not like sneakers. They come in black or they come in brown, and they need to be one or the other.
Yeah.
yeah.
You're really limiting yourself if you only have black shoes or black boots.
For sure.
You're like, oh shit, that would have been awesome with brown. And so I went through a couple of those situations, and I have accumulated some shoes.
Well, plus you need like summer shoes.
Yeah. Yep.
That's and
don't
seasonal.
Your Docksiders, your Sperry's,
Yeah.
your loafers, your slides. I mean,
Don't forget about the mucklucks and galoshes.
Yeah. What is a muckluck? Is it like a galosh?
I think it.
AKA rubber?
I think, yeah.
Rubber?
I wear rubbers all the time, especially when it's wet. But it's an interesting conversation. It sounds like you have too many shoes. You might be borderline gay.
There's a little gay in all of us. Come on. You don't think that if we...
I think I have a lot of shoes, too.
Do you think if we had to serve a 20-year sentence for producing a bad podcast? And
I wouldn't produce a bad
I think we get
podcast.
married by like the second year.
No.
Yeah.
No.
I'm
You
the
talk
husband.
too much.
I'm the husband. Yeah, it's true. Okay, then I'm the wife.
I'm like, can I have a new cell, please? And I can still hear him clanking his cup in between the bars, talking down the hall. Shut up!
Evan, what you doing? Evan,
Oh,
can I try
God.
out this new bit on you? Evan.
This guy's still fucking me, and he's not even in the same cell.
E is for Evan. Evan is an elephant. V is for...
Wait, we had this conversation the other day. I always forget people's names.
Oh, yes.
Right? So we were at
Her name is Lauren. I
yes,
just remembered
Lauren
it.
the leopard. Lauren the leopard. I couldn't remember this poor girl's name.
Okay.
And I was like, and Rick couldn't either. And I was like, you know what we got to do, Rick? We got to come up with a name, an animal name that we can associate with her first name so that we always remember. So now she is Lauren the leopard.
Okay.
And at first she was like, I don't know if I like that. And I was like, but we like that. And that's all that matters. So we can remember
So
your
you're
name.
going to like it. We will call you what
Right.
we want because you're the
Yeah.
bartender and I'm the customer.
I think you have to
Lauren
be
the leopard.
really careful with what animal you choose for a woman if you are going to disclose to the woman
Yeah.
that you've chosen. Your name's Helen.
Yeah.
You're Helen the hippo. That is not going to end well, my friends.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's
read
being
the
nice.
room.
I was going to call her a humpback whale. Did you see that ass? Now, I was ahead of him. I was
Yeah.
like, oh, we're going down the road of like telling her, what. So I said to her, tell us what your spirit animal is. It starts with an L. And I don't know what she came up with.
She didn't come up with anything. And then I threw in leopard.
I
'Cause
didn't. I just went, Lauren. There, I'll remember it now because I just did that awkward thing.
I think
And
that
then now I got it.
I believe that the leopard was the appropriate term based on the fact that a leopard is speedy and sleek and
Yeah.
exotic.
I wouldn't
right?
mind Liz the leopard.
Liz the
I'm not
leopard.
complaining.
Yeah.
I'm complaining if you're like, oh, Liz the lemming.
Yeah.
You know, that's not
Or
good.
Liz the lemur.
Yeah. No. I'll take leopard.
So I think it's a very effective strategy.
Yep.
You know,
Yes. One you might want to keep to yourself and
Oh.
just in case.
not share it with
No.
her. Oh.
Well, because you're also saying you're not important enough for me to remember your name just to remember your name.
Interesting.
You know?
All right.
So yeah. I'm not dissing on the strategy. I'm just saying just
Yeah.
keep it inside voice only.
Okay. Okay. This is good to know. Good to know. Fair enough.
Can we switch gears to
Yeah.
something that it's
To the
old-
actual agenda for the podcast. Sure.
Well, yeah, it's this, yes, and this is we'll file this under old business or following up on a story that we covered, and we got an inside source, which is you, Liz. The Mass Horticulture Society.
Oh yeah, I
just
forgot.
got
I totally forgot about that.
just got a big giant Christmas tree shoved up its asshole. When the people, for once, I am cheering for entitled Wesleyans
Oh my
of
God.
Massachusetts who said, "What the fuck is this snow fence doing across this freaking
Centuries
Snow-
old sledding hill.
this landmark in town where all the kids, my grandparents sled down this freaking hill when they were kids. What? The what? The plant people? It's a winter. Fuck this." And they took it out and everyone's sledding. How does Dan feel about this?
I believe well, okay. Let me just be careful what I say here. My husband is on the board of the Mass Horticulture Society, so I am going. But my comments are mine alone.
Yes.
They are not endorsed by Mass Hort. I am not being paid for my comments. I am merely giving my perspective.
Sure. Do you
So
you want to give a quick overview?
Yeah, so I don't know if anybody's been to the Mass Horticulture Society or Elm Bank.
Sure.
Essentially, they do the Festival of Trees. They have a community garden. They have this really cool sunflower exhibit in the summer, which is all those sunflowers are grown on that sledding hill. That's why that sledding hill doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah.
So they do a lot of programs for the community, different things like that. Like any leftover vegetables that they have from their community garden, they donate to food pantries. They have tons of different programs. So if you're a gardener, you're all in on Mass Hort and Elm Bank.
So far, so good, by the way.
Yeah.
Like, I came in
it's
hot
great.
on them. It's. By the way, if you like plants, chill out. We're a comedy podcast. We throw satire and hyperbole in this. There's two sides to the story.
You can buy a membership to Elm Bank, which allows you access to walk your dogs and trails and things like that. There are also trails that you have that the community has access to that you don't have to buy a membership for. Now, the current director of the society offered free memberships to anyone that lives in Natick, Dover, or Wellesley. So all the people that are complaining that we used to be able to walk our dog there or we used to be able to access the trails there and now we can't, they could still do it by taking advantage of free membership, even though they can fucking afford it. So they're just complaining to complain.
Okay.
So they do still have access.
So they have certain access, but not unfettered access.
Okay.
Unless they're a member,
So
which they could be a member for free. So all these people that are complaining, I'm sure never gave a dime to this nonprofit organization. They could still have access to it if they wanted to, again, at no charge. All that property is owned by Mass Hort. So let's say you take your kids, you break down that fence, you take your kids sledding, Charlie breaks a leg. Guess who's liable for that?
Oh, yeah, Mass Hort.
Right.
Yeah.
And the people that complained about this initially were 4 grown men sledding by themselves.
Fucking right, kings.
So
Yes.
So I'm just saying, I get that as a community, they perhaps used to have access to this. It doesn't belong to the town. It belongs to the society. There's liability there. And they're sledding over these beautiful sunflower plants, which I really enjoyed when I went over the summer and cut myself a whole bunch to bring home.
So a couple questions.
Yep.
You sled down those things, and then every spring they come back. So I would argue maybe the sledding doesn't damage them.
This was the first year they did the sunflower thing, was this past summer.
Okay. How long has Mass Hort owned the property?
Oh, God, I don't even know. My husband's on the board for over 15 years, so I don't know. Long time.
Because I'm wondering if, like, in 1988, the town sold the land, and then, since then, Mass Hort, who now owns it, is like, God, it's been like 40 years of issues, problems, liabilities, insurance. We could lower that. Times are changing. I could understand the blowback there. I could also understand, but I don't know. I don't feel like I'm not. Now I'm not as mad as Mass Hort as I was, but I need to know, like, did they just recently buy this?
No. They've
Okay.
owned it for a really long time. I can find out exactly how long they've owned it.
Yeah, because you know what? If they've owned this for all time, and then I don't care what they do. It's their property.
Right.
Well, it is still their property.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. So,
It's not like in Medfield here where all the kids go to McCarthy and sled. Like, that's town-owned land. That's not what this is.
can I tell you something? I have to admit, and I'm going to do this in 2025. Keep my own side of the street clean, right? In all conversations about anything. And I have to concede that when I read the headline and didn't even read the article and it was topically jumping in, it was by design because the man, right, dictates to the media how the articles will be written and how the headlines are going to get you to click. And we want people to just think and then move on, which I took the bait. This was perfectly good, pristine land. It was God's country. You know? And then the big bad, the suits came in.
Right. And this is just a nonprofit that are just existing on donations.
Yep.
Well,
So
you may be keeping an open mind on this, Rick, but I'm not.
Okay. Well, I just think Masshort needs help with public relations. They got
Yeah.
way behind
they're
it.
nonprofit.
The reason why the media gave that one side of the story, because it's like that's the side of the story that really leaned into it. And Masshort, I don't think got ahead of that. They could have, that's a crisis communications issue. Like you look really, really, really bad when you're the thing that stopped kids from sledding. When reality was 4 grown men on private property.
And I mean,
Well,
you brought this to our attention through a blog post in what was it, the Swellesley?
the Swellesley report.
Swellesley
the
report.
Swellesley report.
Yeah.
Right.
So
But the Swellesley report, for those that don't know, is basically like a blog version of what we do. Right?
okay,
And Swellesley is a play on
Yeah.
Wellesley, right? It's I live in Swellesley. So anyway, it's a pretty good blog. So I would argue, since I'm going to take the other side of this, I would argue that you have had an established sledding hill there for decades, where fathers and their sons and wives and or moms and their daughters and kids and families all went to this place. It has been historically a sledding hill for decades.
Kind of grandfathered in. Like
Exactly.
You can own the
Now-
land, but
Now,
could do that.
this is the first year, to my knowledge, that the Horticultural Society shut it down. And so I would say that's not really reading the room, right? So you all of a sudden, and it's the first snow day that we've had in like 2 years. Everyone's pumped. They're like, yeah, woo!
everyone
we're
are just
going
4
out.
grown
We're
men
going
with
out."
nothing better to do.
Well, they just happen to maybe, I think they were the ones that spoke up.
yeah.
So,
it takes one.
but it's like the first
Is
is
this one was a
something,
big problem
say
it took
something.
4.
Yeah.
So the first family shows up. They try to go sledding. They can't because there's a net in the way. And then other people showed up and they couldn't go. And then the Horticultural Society, I'm assuming, called the cops to prevent people from going down the hill. So like that just is not a good look. And so I would say, if something is there that's been established, you haven't had any incidents, nobody's sued you yet, why wouldn't you just allow people to continue to use the land as they've been using it? And if the argument is that it's because of the sunflowers, which you harvest every year and are not there during the winter, it's really not causing any harm. So, in my opinion, the Horticultural Society brought it upon themselves by shutting shit down. And now...
Well,
you
to
know.
Rick's point, like the communication obviously could have been handled better, right? If they are well within their right to shut the hill down. Again, just because they haven't been sued yet doesn't mean they're not going to be. I mean, we live in a litigious society. People love to sue the shit out of everybody, but they certainly could have been more proactive about their communication.
So where do we stand now?
Well, they should have. They already have skipped steps, so they're going to have to go back and check some boxes. They didn't. They took something away from the community. They did not have something to replace it. They went all in, the whole hill. They didn't mitigate it and go, here's a section of hill where sledding can happen. We are going to do that. They could have maybe thoughtfully made it kind of decorated. I don't know.
So is it still shut down?
Yes.
Yeah, it's
Because
still-
I heard that people went in there and knocked down the
They
fences.
did, yeah.
I thought you were asking where do we stand collectively.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
So it's just like they're having trouble, I guess, policing it.
No, it's not. It's the hill is closed for sledding.
Okay.
But people went in there and knocked down the fence.
But people
Yeah,
are
and then
still-
I think the police were called. Or something. I don't know. I'll have to ask Dan, like how it all netted out, if you will.
Yeah.
But
one.
yeah, but I think it was nipped in the bud pretty quickly because again, this wasn't a town wide
Interesting.
pitchforks and whatever. So this was, I think, wrapped up within 48 hours.
I don't know.
Well, let's keep it going.
All right,
Yeah.
I will come back next week with a better update.
Should we go
No, I
over
thi-
there?
no, I think
Rick,
you-
should we go over there?
Well, yeah, next snowstorm, we definitely are. But Liz, I think you did a very good job. The defense rests. And,
Yeah.
if I'm the jury, I'm like, shit, I really wanted to hammer those guys. I was looking for someone to fucking...
And let's be honest, the
dump my-
second it snows in Wellesley, those assholes are going north to their ski houses.
No
so
shit. They're in fucking
they can go
Stowe.
tubing up in Stowe or wherever.
Well, not when it's
Yeah.
a snow day, and now it's like you get a snow day with 1 inch, which is kind of crappy.
I love our snow hill. It's off of the old state hospital. We call it
Yes.
Hospital Hill, and everyone party. It's like wow, the whole. You're going to see everybody
Yes.
there. It's really fun.
Yeah.
And I just love that you go down the hill and. Whoa, you're still going.
Yeah.
And then you go through a marsh. Okay, lost you through the tall grass, but I see the grass moving
I
down.
know.
Like,
The kids are exhausted after like 3 runs because they got to carry their tube back up the hill.
Yeah.
It's like half a mile.
yeah, Evan, have you been on there?
Oh,
with-
hell
with
yeah.
Your daughter, have
Absolutely. It's awesome.
You, Liz, have you gone
Hospital Hill.
down the hill?
Not the big one because it terrifies me.
Yeah.
I've only gone down the little
The
one.
little one.
Oh,
The kiddie hill.
The kiddie hill. Yeah.
Well, it's no joke. I mean, these kids, like, they make ramps, and, I mean,
Mm-hmm.
you weigh 180 pounds,
Yeah.
and you're probably, I don't know, probably doing maybe, 15 miles an
Yeah.
hour, but you're
You're
That's
You're moving.
That's mass speed, velocity. I mean, do the physics. That equals broken tailbone. You know?
Yeah, I mean, we're too old for that shit.
Yeah.
Like, if I get
No,
taken
you
out with
can
a
do it.
broken tailbone, oh my God.
You gotta
My
go-
whole house is crumbling like a house of cards.
Absolutely.
Nothing will get done. My kids will be starving. They'll be wearing dirty clothes. Jesus.
Have you ever had to jump over kids on a snow tube?
No.
Jump over kids on a snow
Like,
tube?
yeah, they're coming at you.
Oh,
You-
yes.
You can't go
Oh, so you
laterally
gotta get
fast
out of the way.
enough.
Okay. Yeah,
So
no.
I've done that. I there's 2 kids coming down, and I'm like, oh man, and I literally just jumped up, did a high, like pulled my knees up, came down, and the parents were like,
That's
pumped.
some vertical.
Yeah,
right
that's
there.
pretty good.
I was like, who's next? Yeah. What else you got?
We were there the year before last, I think, with some friends, and there was this 2 kids on a tube that were going down, and my daughter and her best friend, who's a tiny little thing, right? She's at probably 6 years old at the time, tiny. This tube comes coming down. It's going like 30, 40 miles an hour, and we're like, move out of the way. Bridget just steps out of the way, and her friend took the tube to the feet and ankles. She did a full 360 in the air.
Nice.
And landed on the
Oh my
ground.
God,
and I
poor
got that
thing.
shit on camera. It was
Of course you did.
fucking awesome.
10.0.
Oh,
10.0.
it was awesome.
Was she okay?
Yeah, she was fine. She was scared,
Yeah.
but you know, I mean, a full 360 in the air.
That's great.
Yeah. Oh,
my
it was
God, that's
awesome.
wild.
As a dad, I was like, yeah, that was fucking great film. Awesome. We're going viral, baby.
Sledding is one of those things where it's fun, it's great, it's awesome until like a tragedy occurs.
Right.
Or like we're in Stowe. Us and 2 other families went up to Stowe, and me and the 2 dads and our kids went to this hill, and we were sledding, and we were post-holing through the snow, like literally almost up to our knees. It was
my
that-
God.
It was all fresh snow, and the kids had to go, you know.
Yeah.
So his dads were like, you know, stomping through. Girl comes down this hill, and she's zipping along, and we're looking at, like, she's going really fast. Like, she's gonna go farther than we thought, and we're looking at, like, holy shit, there's a barbed wire fence. And that fucking barbed wire is neck height. She's sitting, like, you're looking at a decapitation.
Oh my God.
We're laughing now, but at the time,
Because I'm assuming she didn't get
Right.
decapitated.
no, she died. No, just kidding. But not immediately.
Yeah.
It was awful.
Took the head partially.
You've
off.
heard of a chicken with its head cut off? You have to see an 8-year-old girl with
Jesus.
a partially. No, what the fuck, Rick? It's 2025.
What does a year have to do with it?
I don't know. It's a new year.
Is this your resolution?
Yeah,
I love it.
I said I'm not going to talk about decapitated children in 2025, and here I made it 28 freaking minutes. Oh well.
So she was okay. She didn't hit the
Yeah,
barbed wire
but
fence.
the the horrible thing was, as a parent, you're a
Yeah.
protector. You would never put your kid in harm's way. You just did that.
Yeah.
So we'll deal with that later. But right now we have to save her.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit! I can't move because I'm knee deep in this stuff. And all our dads, it was a silent watch.
You didn't even yell like, "Get off the tube!"
Oh yeah, we were yelling like
Okay.
no, we weren't. It was
my
it
God.
was I think we heard like the dad call the name, but she was having so much fun and she saw it. She saw this. We're looking at it as this is going to kill you. She's like, oh cool, we're gonna get through this, and she just went. Boop. She leaned back, went under, popped up, got off the sled, laughed, thought it was cool, and we were all like.
Oh my God.
We were done sledding for the day, and we talked to each other, and we were like,
Really dodged a bullet with that one.
We don't need to tell the wives that just happened. I said, no, we don't. And of course the kids do. So,
Oh, my
yeah,
God.
that was nuts.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
Scary. So I don't know. Be safe. All right, time for ads. And this week we've got APC Pest Control as our first sponsor, and we're going to play that game where you have to guess, whose style it was written.
Okay.
Do we get a
Okay.
hint?
Yeah, stand-up comic, deceased.
Oh. Rodney Dangerfield.
Shit.
I was just thinking that too.
All right.
Oh my God, yes.
Dude, we are like,
In sync, Evan.
All right, that's APC Pest Control. No, apcpest.com. Check them out. All right, next ad. No, just kidding. It's not Rodney Dangerfield.
okay.
Oh, and I can't do the energy, but it's there. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, you know the feeling, lying in bed, ready to sleep, and suddenly, crunch, crunch. What's that? Pests! The uninvited guests that you think home is their personal playground? Not on my watch. That's where APC Pest Control comes in. They'll kick those pesky intruders out with the precision of a bouncer at a club. Rats, gone. Roaches, bye-bye. Ants, hit the road. They're fast, efficient, and licensed, so your home stays safe and pest-free. Don't wait for the nightmare, folks. Call APC Pest Control today. Visit apcpestcontrol.com. They'll handle the pests. Oh, I'm sorry. apcpest.com. They'll handle the pests. You handle the peace. Jesus, Rick. Read this. Visit apcpest.com. They'll handle the pests. You handle the peace.
Kinnison.
Who?
Kinnison.
Joe Piscopo on cocaine.
That's good. That's good, but it's not fair because I did a bad thing. But
Okay.
here's a Robin Williams style ad for APC
That
Pest
was.
Control.
I would never in 1,000 years have guessed Robin Williams.
Robin Williams on cocaine.
Full of energy, enthusiasm, and that signature chaotic charm. So I just was like doing voice. I was throwing things off.
Yeah. That threw me off. The voice. Okay.
I think every week we have to pass this chore around. So, like next week you could be whatever.
Yeah, I like it. I think
Okay.
it's cool.
Because I feel like I don't know if I'm good at this.
Do you do impressions at all? None? Nothing?
Nada. Nope.
Royal Pizza? You ready for this one?
Yeah, let's go.
Okay, wait. Is this?
Another
Do we
dead
get a
guy.
hint? Another dead comedian?
Yep.
Okay.
It's a dude.
All right.
And Liz likes this guy a lot. I walked into Royal Pizza in Medfield and I thought, man, this place is royal. Not like fancy royal, more like if pizza were royalty, this would be the king. Their pizza, it's like the pizza is already in your mouth before you even get it. They got everything. Big slices, small slices, thin crust, thick crust, all kinds of crusts. I ordered a pizza once and it was so good I didn't even need to talk for 5 minutes. Royal Pizza Medfield. It's pizza, but it's like really good pizza. Check them out at royalpizzamedfield.com. You'll be like, that's pizza. That pizza is the royal treatment. Or you'll just eat it. Either way, it's a win.
I like this person.
Yeah. Again, this is the Chat GPT doing it.
Yeah.
So you know what? Regardless if it works or not, it's a home run. Sometimes there.
Yeah.
We still,
Dead male comedian that I'm a fan of.
His glasses, long hair, died of drugs. His first name's Mitch.
Mitch
Last-
Hed.
Mitch Hedberg.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hedberg,
Okay. I
don't
didn't
know.
get that either.
I don't know. You know what's wrong with this is I think I really,
Your prompts are wrong.
yeah. You know what? I think you could nail it.
Yeah, I think so too.
No, not this, but next week. Because you can do the voices. You like the drama and the act outs. And
Mitch is tough. Mitch is tough.
Well, then you would have picked someone else. I went with Mitch.
Yeah, I like Mitch.
Same.
Yeah, of course. Okay, so that's that.
All right. So
Mitch with the pitch.
Yeah. Are we ready for the second half? Is there?
we are.
Okay.
Yes.
So when we were texting, I pointed out that I think drones was something that we wanted to get back on. Just briefly.
We're circling back on drones.
I had a thing I wanted to talk about drones, but we don't need to. We can wait till drones develop more. I just think that my prediction for 2025, if you want to make a prediction, because we want to talk about resolutions and what we're going to do to make ourselves better. But I'll make a prediction. These things are going to get shot down and laws are going to change under FAA jurisdiction because a Cessna, have you ever flown an airplane, guys? No?
Flown an airplane?
Yes, I have.
You've flown?
Oh.
What kind?
In real life?
It
Or
was
in...
a Cessna in real life.
Wow.
Yeah, I took lessons at Norwood Airport.
Good.
Very cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you know what. Liz, just hang with us. Us,
Okay.
us pilots. Yeah.
Top Gun Maverick over here.
Yeah, hey, listen.
I put the Rick and Maverick, baby.
I was inverted.
Yeah, that's it. He's got a picture of me. Give him the finger. That's how we met, actually. I'm like, dude, barnstorming. No, my cousin's a commercial airline pilot, and he did the takeoff and landing, but I got to do all the other stuff. You know,
Cool.
it's fun. And, you know, you sit in there, and you need to talk to the tower for like 8 minutes, taking direction, where strobes on, flaps set are 10 degrees, you know, we're going due east, the right way, all the checks, and like there's 18 billion things you got to go through. Then you're allowed to go. You're given permission. You may now proceed by the airport gods. Then you're flying. Now you have to have a course. Where are you going? You know, you got what's your plan? You're just going to go for a joyride, or you have a destination? Right? This is all got to be logged. Oh, also your airplane has a tail number on it. It's got a tracking beacon. It's got all this stuff. You can't shoot that down. Oh, also there's a person in it.
Right.
Right. None of that is like a drone. Yet the two are treated exactly the same. So if there's a drone flying by with no one on it,
Yeah.
and it's flying over my house for the 19th freaking time, and I'm feeling like this is a nuisance, this is harassment, and I shoot it down, like the guy shot the Walmart drone down for the exact scenario, he's going to jail on charges that are just as bad as like shooting down it's an aircraft. And I'm
Really?
like, let's start categorizing aircraft, because we've got a new thing here. It's kind of like sports. Is figure skating a sport? No, not like it's football a sport, but technically, yeah, it's this offshoot. It's like a performing arts sport. Yeah, it's a sport, you know, but it's not football. It's not baseball. It's not hockey. And you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the weirdest analogy.
Are you following me?
Well, so the guy is in trouble, not necessarily for firing at a drone. It's for discharging a weapon in public.
That makes sense.
In the
That
middle
makes
of
sense.
his neighborhood.
You can't do that.
Oh, yeah.
You can't do that. Yeah.
God. He's like,
Yeah, but okay, that's get him on that. But
Sure.
also, Mike, the Minister of Misinformation, look into this guy. But I think he's like in deep shit
yeah.
at FAA, Federal Aviation Administration, laws and regulations and jurisdictions. You're fucked, buddy. Like, you're going to go to jail for like 20 years or something.
He can't. He's old.
So he gets a pass.
No.
You're old.
Anyway, I don't care about that.
All right. I think we need to dig into this a little deeper. I have no background
Yeah.
information on any of this.
All right,
Yeah.
Liz, why don't you take it away with what do you want to do? The New Year's resolutions and things?
Sure.
Okay.
Now, Evan, you disclosed in a text exchange with us that you, as of I think January 3rd, have already blown your New Year's resolution.
It was I'm like,
So what were they?
it was an idea. I had this great idea, and day one, you know. But I'm going to try to get back on track.
Okay.
And you know, they're nothing special. They're just like typical get healthy, get smart about your diet and what you're eating, what you're putting into your body, how much you're drinking, how much, you know.
Now, really, I feel like as a society, we got to pass until Today, Monday, January 6th. Because, like, last week didn't really count. We were coming off the holidays.
Okay.
January 2nd was a Thursday.
Yeah.
So I went back to work last Thursday and
Yep.
Friday. I took the holidays off. And let me tell you, nobody cared to be there. I got maybe 10 emails over the course of 2 days, which is unprecedented. Everyone was just sort of dipping their toe into 2025. So this is when we start 2025 in earnest, today.
Woo!
So, Evan, what you did last week doesn't count.
Okay.
Today is a new start for you.
Well, that makes me very excited. I do not feel like a failure anymore.
I like that. That's really good.
Second opportunity, Evan. I think this is
Absolutely.
great. Okay. Well, in that case,
And just didn't understand that there's a thing called Quit Day, and that's the second Friday of the year where most people have bailed on their New Year's resolutions. Most people make it 2 weeks. So starting today.
Starting today.
Today is Monday. What day is today?
The 6th.
The 6th of January. So this will drop tomorrow, the 7th. There you go. All right.
Yep.
well, I'm hoping to have
And next
a
Friday would be-
positive update for you.
Yes. I look forward to it.
Yeah. So here's my plan. All right, I'd like to lose 20 pounds. That would be my ultimate goal.
That's it?
That would put me just under 200 pounds. So,
You should make it 30.
what?
Oh my God! Stop fat shaming.
Go
Jesus.
30,
Jesus
dude.
Christ. Well, I mean, if I go 30 and I add 10 pounds of muscle, then we're coming in
I'm
right
kidding.
under the
I'm
200.
kidding. I think you're.
195 would be an ideal weight. That would be perfection.
When was the last time you were there?
Probably senior year.
Of college or high school?
Oh, high school. Probably.
Wow.
Yeah.
And it's never gone below that. It's always gone up.
I think that it's consistently just gone up, but I've plateaued. I've plateaued for probably the last decade.
Well, you're not fat, but you're quintessential dad bod.
Yeah.
But also, the older we get, like we have to take care of our bodies, right? Like,
It's hard though, like you.
So,
You look
it's not
great.
hard.
You
It's
look
not
great. You, Liz. You know what, Liz? Liz is very healthy, and I don't know how you make the time for it. Like you work out every day.
do you
yeah,
really?
6 days a week.
6 days a week. Yoga. Yeah. I have to do yoga. I just
And it's 80% what you put in your body, 20% exercise.
That is
Yeah.
true.
So,
I've been
yeah.
doing. I think I've been doing better with weight. It's not going to the gym. It's just being active and not eating as much shit.
Yep.
Because I don't want to go to the gym, so I'll just eat better.
So you are not just naturally perfect. You actually work at it.
I do. I mean,
Okay.
I'm 50 years old. I have to,
Okay,
right? Like, I
well,
have to
all
be
right.
mindful what I put in my
Three
body. I
ki-
have
three
to. 3
kids.
kids. Yeah,
Yeah.
I have to work out. I mean, I also enjoy working out, too.
Yeah.
To me, it's not a chore.
So what do you
So-
give me like a typical day? Like you wake up at what, 5?
No, goodness gracious. Like 6:15.
Don't be ridiculous,
Don't be
Evan.
ridiculous, Evan. 6:15, get
Yeah.
the kids off to school, then I work out, and then I shower, and then I start my work day.
What is your workout?
So 5 days a week, I do yoga. I do like an intermediate or advanced, like vinyasa flow.
I'm sorry, a what?
Vinyasa. flow,
Vinyasa.
bro.
It's linking breath to movement.
Yeah, it's not like Bikram. Okay. go.
And then 1 day a week, I do strength training with weights.
Oh, cool.
Because the older, like as women, the older we get, it's harder to keep muscle mass.
Yeah.
So lifting weights is important.
That goes for men too. It's yeah.
What about your eating habits?
So I eat I hate using the term clean eating because that implies that there's certain foods that are dirty or bad, and I don't subscribe to that. But I do, as again, a woman of a certain age,
Yeah.
I keep it pretty clean, like fruits, veggies, lean proteins. If I want a snack, it's like almonds or an apple with peanut butter or something like that.
Do you do supplements?
No,
No.
I don't.
Do you do anything eat anything fun like ice cream? Or
Oh yeah, like I
cookies?
love
you have a guilty
I love
pleasure?
a treat. I love but I could eat just like a teaspoonful of ice cream and then be satisfied. Like I don't need to eat a pint of ice cream. You know what I mean?
No, I don't.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't. Do you know why?
Like portion control is hugely important.
Yeah.
Like my husband is blessed with a ridiculous metabolism, so he could sit there and eat anything he wants and not gain
yeah.
weight. It's
Yeah.
fucking
Annoying,
annoying
yeah.
being married to someone like that. But he'll sit there with an open bag of chips, like tortilla chips or Doritos, and just eat them. And I'm like, you should really put them in a bowl. That way you're controlling how much you consume.
Yeah.
You're not just stuffing your face like a fucking animal.
Oh my God.
Strap on the old feed bag.
Exactly.
Does every wife get that bullet point? Because I think every husband has literally heard those exact
Yeah.
words.
Yeah.
It's it's so familiar. We always
Is
get a
he in
bowl.
good shape too?
He is. He works out too.
Okay.
He works out too. Yeah. Yeah.
You're not one of those workout couples at the gym.
Ugh,
back to
gross.
back, handing the medicine ball to
I
each
don't,
other.
I don't
hate
even want to
that
go
shit.
for
Oh.
a walk with him. If I'm
Yep.
oh, I think I might go for a walk today. He'll be like, oh, I can come with you. I'm like, that's okay.
Yeah.
I slam
Cool.
the door and run.
You go that way. I'll go this way.
Exactly.
That's good. Well, Liz, that's good inspo for people who want to be
It's
more
just, it's a
health-minded.
choice. It's
Yeah.
a choice, right? So for lunch today, Evan,
Yeah.
if you're like, all right, what could I have for lunch today? You could have a huge sandwich, or you could have
Half a
a salad
sandwich
with
or a
some
salad.
chicken or something. You know what I mean? It's just about making a choice in that moment.
So I've done well in the past with intermittent fasting.
I don't believe in that.
Really?
but yeah. It also doesn't help with weight loss.
So
long term.
eating less, moving more. That's sort of my philosophy. Don't you think?
I mean, that's pretty much the magic formula.
Yeah.
If someone wants to lose weight, reduce the calories you're taking in and move your body more. There's no magic,
Yeah.
thing out there. It's literally just that.
So I think that we are trained to eat more like than other cultures, right?
Absolutely.
It's
Our
like-
portions are so much bigger than they are like in Europe or elsewhere.
And it's like now it's like they want you to eat 5 times a day. You know what I mean? So it's just consume.
Right.
So my thought process on the intermittent fasting is like I wake up. I don't generally like breakfast anyway.
Yeah.
So I can let that one go.
That's the most important meal of the day.
Well, that's what they
Energizes-
tell
should
you.
That's a
Yes.
protein-rich breakfast.
That's
Should.
what they tell you, right? But I also like I'm a big lunch guy. I love getting a sandwich or something like that for lunch. And then dinner. Obviously, it's like dinner with the family. We eat smaller portions as a rule, but I can go to dinner without eating. And I don't really dip in terms of the energy and all that. I got plenty of fat reserves to pull from. But it has worked for me in the past. And I didn't really include the exercise element,
Yeah.
the religious exercise every day, so I'm going to start doing that.
You have a dog. Take it for a walk. Done.
Well, that certainly helps. And I'm playing platform tennis. That's,
Oh, nice.
Oh yeah, you do. Wait, is that pickleball?
No.
It's two different things.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's another goddamn.
Yes.
Way more intense.
Racket sports are gay. I don't, I don't care.
It's tennis in a steel cage.
It's like just
man.
pick one. It's all the same. Like it's a different racket. This racket's 8 inches wide. Yeah. Then it comes up 4 feet off the ground. This is stupid.
Well, you play
Anyway,
outdoors.
you're moving your body. So whatever the
Yes.
hell,
Yeah.
whatever racket you move your body, you're applying that. That's good.
Yeah, and I love it.
Some people need
Good.
that because the repetition in the gym is.
Yeah.
For you, it's.
I need to
Or
be
me, it's
active.
boring because we are. But you, it's kind of zen-like, right? Like
Yeah,
you're
absolutely.
kind of like it puts you in a zone, a mindset, and
Well,
you're left alone. And
Certainly the yoga. I mean, that's you
Yeah.
know.
And it's something I do like it's for me. Like I don't go to I could go to a class, but I prefer just doing it myself. I've been doing it for forever.
Yeah.
So like I know all the poses and all that stuff. So I like having that something that's just for me.
Yeah, that's cool.
that's discipline too.
Yeah.
Have you ever done yoga?
Downward dog.
That is technically a yoga pose.
Can be used for other
yoga's-
things too.
Yoga's not my thing.
No, okay. I've done it several times. I'm thinking I should probably do that because I'm just for tightness. really.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Forget it.
Where are we going
I
with
was
this?
I could just talk out loud, but yoga. I don't know what to say about yoga.
Did you like it?
I did.
It's not for everybody.
Yeah.
Well, there's different kind of yogas.
Yeah.
I did one where I was like, I think I damaged my body. It was Bikram yoga. Like it
Oh
was-
yeah, that's a super hot.
It was like-
yeah, I don't like that.
I went in and people had 1 gallon water
yeah,
jugs. And
it's
I
like
thought,
100 degrees in the room.
Oh, hot yoga.
Hot
yeah,
yoga,
I've heard of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was so bad. Like literally, like I couldn't even hold poses because I'm just slipping off myself. I've never sweat. I've played hockey. Well, playing hockey, third period, you're like, you are. Bleh. That's where I was.
What does that studio smell like?
It wasn't bad because it's not like pituitary gland. It's like your whole body is just pretty water. We're not, like
Yeah.
it's just water. So but my right thigh felt like I couldn't feel anything in it for like a week. I even said to
Really?
them, like, I'm like, I can't feel my leg.
Really?
They're like, oh, well, that should come back later. I'm like, all right, well, it's just a leg. I got another one.
I have a spare.
That's
Yeah.
odd.
Yeah, but
Yeah, that's weird.
but yoga is the thing that I can't do what you do alone is the fact that like I'm 20 minutes into a class and I'm like, yeah, if I was doing this alone, I'd probably be wrapping it up now. Like I feel like I'm good. I know I don't have the discipline to keep going.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That's why I'm here. That's why I'm here.
So what are your New Year's resolutions, Rick?
Do
you have any?
Yeah, my New Year's resolutions are to have a 20-minute set and be a feature comic by my birthday in June.
Awesome.
June 12th, that's International Fink Day.
Oh.
On the heels of Liz told like it is. And I'm going to do that. This podcast, we are going to have, I'm not even talking about it. I keep talking about it, but
Yes.
we are on
Yeah.
the precipice of having everything just all right. Like but internally, personally, I am going to just, instead of and we're gonna have a contentious 4 years, maybe or maybe not. Like society, did we learn anything? Did we come out? You know, are we all like hugging it out? You know, let's try to get there. Before you look at the other person for the thing that they're doing wrong or that thing that they didn't say right, maybe you should consider what you're doing and what you're saying and how you're projecting yourself to somebody else.
Little introspective.
Yes, because I've been doing it a lot, and I realized, I came in hot on that thing. I mean, totally justifiable. It was the 8th time I asked for that thing, but maybe I could have gone around that person, that roadblock, and didn't need to be like, no, I'm gonna, so let that go. You don't need to talk about that.
Yeah,
you don't.
Interesting.
You don't need to. There's so many things like in town. Like I'm kind of done with this. This town's kind of just. There's a thing like our rep was like, in 2025 Medfield will be, and then so it was a prompt, and I'm like, oh, this is kind of dangerous.
I'll say
for you it is.
I don't trust this town to do like this is a state representative just trying to talk to constituents about, hey, new year, what's going on? It's well intended. I wouldn't have done it, but I didn't respond to anything. But someone was like, I hope in 2025 we're more inclusive and accepting. I'm like, how much more
inclusive
fucking inclusive do you need to be? Like,
well, that was interesting.
I'll say
that was divine intervention.
Yes, say
That was
okay,
God.
let's move on, Rick.
That was God saying, Rick, we were going to be cleaning up our own side of the street. We were not going to care what other people say.
And you're gonna let things go.
Yeah, so I did. I
Let
didn't
things go.
Yeah, I
And
did.
you're gonna start listening to more soft acoustic music.
Yeah, that's right.
What the hell was that?
That was the old intro song that I played for you.
Oh, how did that come on?
I pounded the table, and the Rodecaster Pro console
Yeah.
just
Wow.
got a little jittery. And
That was wild.
okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, I saw that, and it's like, oh no, we're still doing it. We're still doing the rah. Like, no, like maybe we got the message. Like that's what I would hope, that instead of projecting and telling me, blah, 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 like just
exist. Just
exist.
be a good person, and everything will be okay.
live by example. Live by example.
Yeah.
My friend Mitzi in Picardo, transgender woman, lives her life as the model transgender woman. Like if everybody knew Mitzi and heard Mitzi, like you would say, okay, what's the fuss? What's the fuss?
Yeah.
It's all these other idiots who are like coming in and jumping on a bandwagon and arguing for someone else's cause. It's like, let them talk, get behind, go to them and say, what can I do? What do you want me to do? Don't go, hey, we got shit over here in Sector 4 of Medfield. Fucking A. We got all the signs out. Yeah. And if you want to bitch about that shit, which I am doing, then take it to your own place and invite people to come to you. Get a fucking podcast. Stop going into the fucking public domain. Fucking, did you know Wednesday's fucking International Dormouse fucking Awareness Day? For the transgender gay ones? Whatever. Only? We're being inclusive, though?
Those dormice have been overlooked for a very long time.
They've been oppressed,
Yeah, man.
underserved.
Okay, so that's my thing. Clean up my side of the street. So professionally, take things to the next level with like measurable like benchmarks. And then personally, just hey, don't give a shit. Like I read the post, I go, you fucking moron. You guys are so predictable. You're just one trick pony. You got nothing going on. Like, that's all I do. Like you must be fun on dinner dates and vacations. Like people, just stop it with your virtue signaling. That's my hope for the future. I think if you haven't realized how annoying you are by now, it's been 9 fucking years of over-the-top virtue signaling. Just come on, knock it off.
Well, during the month of April, when it's Tell It Like It Is month, I am going to give people permission to tell people in their lives you are annoying.
Yeah.
And stop it.
I love it. For the whole month.
For the whole month.
That's great.
Oh, and then we can invite people to send in their videos of what they did. Hi guys. I told my coworker to knock it off with the fucking tuna sandwiches in the office, and if she burns some popcorn in the microwave one more time, I'm gonna kick her in the fucking ass.
I think we could make this stick.
Yeah.
I really do.
Yep.
This could go viral.
Yeah. Yep. Okay, so I'm going to just clean up my own side of the street. That's my resolution. Call me out if I ever break it, but I won't. Liz, over to you.
Yeah, I don't have any. I am very self-aware, gentlemen, and I know I'm a flawed individual, and I accept my flaws.
Oh.
And I'm not looking to improve them.
That's great.
Because you know what? Flaws are character.
Absolutely. The acknowledgement, I think, is perhaps commendable.
Yes. Now, in all seriousness, I need to find better work-life balance for myself,
Liz.
which doesn't exist.
Liz.
It
Okay.
does not exist.
I was going to say, I am going to pull up a
Yeah,
clip
I know.
from Multitasking in Heels because the whole premise was there's no such thing as work-life balance. You just
There is.
do
It's
it.
never like the pendulum is never even.
Mm-hmm.
But right now, like my work is so far outweighing my life that like I need to get it a little closer to
Yeah.
even. Because 2024 really broke my spirit.
I think
work-wise.
2024 Q4 was
It was awful.
a very busy
Yeah.
time for you.
Yeah. And I had a death in my family, and it just everything kind of comes together in
Always
this perfect
does.
storm, right?
Yeah.
So I feel like I had a nice little reset over the holidays,
Oh, good.
and I'm going to come into this year kind of looking to maybe not be so hard on myself work-wise, not take things quite so seriously. Obviously, still do my job
Of
well,
course,
and
yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
But I want to laugh more, and I mean I laugh a
Yeah.
lot already.
Yeah.
But I had too many tears in 2024.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I want more laughs. In
I do. I want
2025.
more laughs from Liz, too. Liz, I want to see you wearing the Easy Peasy Lemon Squeezy
Yeah.
T-shirt a little bit more with the Easy E on it. Like that kind of Liz.
Yeah,
You're
that's,
supposed to be
that's
happy.
me.
You're
That's
supposed
me.
to- you're
That's
supposed to-
Liz. Like the girl who wears an Easy E T-shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like not the
Yeah.
girl that cries when she gets out of a meeting. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel your pain, though. Real estate's been difficult,
Yeah.
too, I'd like to laugh more.
So have you talked to your boss about this?
I did. Yes.
Productive?
And, yeah.
Good.
Very,
Oh,
and
good.
she's supportive and all of that. So, we'll see. Like, I feel like I need to take better control of my destiny work-wise. Like, I feel like I was letting a lot of things happen to me,
Yeah.
and now I need to make things happen for me.
Yeah, you're
So,
driving the.
yeah.
And
yeah.
I don't think you're alone. I'm like, I think there's a lot of people that feel the way you do.
Yeah,
you know?
I think so,
And
too.
it's a lot of it is sort of the culture that we live in. And, you've got to be so on point all the time.
Yeah. Available all
Yeah.
the time. Yeah.
So Liz, maybe you do have a resolution, and that is to take a beat, assess what you need, and give yourself kind of like that audit. Like,
Yeah.
am I getting everything I need emotionally in my life? Like, if there's a deficiency, how do we address it? For you, it was I'm working and thinking about work when I'm not working. and
Right.
It's happening all the time, and that has to change.
Yep.
And then you did something about it. You
Yeah. I think it's just like, even acknowledging it
Totally.
was a good first step. And now I need to do something about it.
Yeah.
You know?
Good for you. Okay. So
Yeah.
everyone out there, clean up your own side of the street and make sure that you don't work too hard. I think is what Liz is saying. Be a little more lazy. Is that
Laugh more often.
and be more lazy. Go tell your boss, fuck it. I'm not feeling it today. You tell him like it is.
That's right.
I love it.
Yeah. But seriously, I think that's good. Just take a minute to check in with yourself.
Exactly.
Check in with yourself.
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Evan,
Yeah.
got a resolution?
I thought we covered that.
Yeah. Got another one?
I'm still trying to lose 20 pounds, Rick. It's day one. Woo! I'm going to get on the scale before I leave just to give us a little.
I guess I was going around
something
because
to go.
we only have one. I guess, yeah. I mean, we only have one, right?
Yeah, I mean, I've got plenty of others.
I mean, I wasn't taking you seriously on the 20 pounds.
Oh.
I mean, come on, you're not really going to do that. Just kidding.
I am.
You can do it. You can do it. I
Well,
think
I'm
we
going
need
to
support.
fucking do it.
All right, so throughout the year, let's just make sure that
This is
We're
your
accountable.
accountability.
I like
right?
that. The accountability table.
Yes.
And I am going to come in here and I'm going to tell you how many pounds I lost next week.
All right.
I like that. Let's
You do?
follow it. Yes, because there's a story arc here that people can follow.
Yeah.
How's Evan's fat loss journey going?
Okay. Well,
loss.
and I'll throw up some.
Don't throw up. That's called bulimia.
Yeah,
What you
let's
want to
not-
do
we don't want to encourage.
yeah, you want to
bad
eat
behaviors.
properly.
I'll throw in
balance that.
some videos here and there just to kind of like
yes.
track progress and that kind of shit.
Always have the shirt on.
I don't know. You never
No,
know.
we'll
Look,
see.
if I'm sporting the old Evan body, you never know. But I'm gonna hide the tramp stamp. So, sound good?
You have
Yes.
a tramp stamp.
No, it's not a tramp stamp.
You have one, though.
We've gone over
It's
this.
a tramp stamp.
Not.
Lower back tattoo.
It was not.
And why is it a bullseye?
Oh, so funny.
It's so weird.
All right, are we ready to wrap this up? 'Cause
Yeah.
I actually have to go to work.
Go to work, Liz.
All right, Happy New Year, Scuttlebuds. Why don't you share with us your New Year's resolutions? Smalltownscuttlebutt@gmail.com. And if you would like help being held accountable for those resolutions, we're here to help. We consider us your accountability coaches, okay? If you like what you hear, please rate, review, and subscribe on iTunes, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. Follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, at Small Town Scuttlebutt. And yes, send us a note, smalltownscuttlebutt@gmail.com. Happy New Year.
20 pounds. Mark my words.